Oh gosh, that is loud. Ow. Ow, ow, ow. Hold on. Okay, that's better. Welcome back to Those Catholic Gaming Commentaries. Yes, that's what sorry. It's been a long day. I'm tired. With me today is John, and we are still trudging along at the moment, so as another heads up, my son is with me again. He's being a little bit fussy, in case you can't tell, so you know, typical stuff.
Yeah.
Typically he's not too fussy, but he just got done being changed, I think. Oh, I remember what we're doing. We were going back to show that you could in fact have gone the other way. That's because this is that fishing village we were back in at the very beginning, so I don't think that there's much of anything that we can do here at the moment, as is, so, you know. By the way, I also want to apologize. John was quiet for like the last half hour, and then he decided, oh hey, you're recording now. Let's just go ahead and start crying. I was going to say, the John that's commentating here can pretty much verify that. He was quiet. We were getting set up for the first half hour, having a nice time, and then John's just like, oh hey, how you doing?
Why did we head back to the village?
I think I was just showing that you could have connected back here. And I was partially also regarding that I didn't show off the alternative route instead of the main route. Just because I'm not sure how many people do the alternative route, honestly. It's not like it's that hard, because you can power level a little bit and then you'll be good, so. There's that. So, I was going to say, how was Mass for you today, John?
It's actually pretty good. There's,
Did you have the blessing? Go ahead, sir. Okay.
The priest that's, I think he's studying even further now.
Okay.
So every now and again he comes back. He goes to school, DC, I think it's whatever university it is, I can't remember the name of it, but occasionally he comes back when he's on a break up to the parish.
That's actually pretty cool then. Huh. Did you guys do the blessing of threats today as well? That's what I was trying to say.
You said a blessing?
Yeah, did you guys do the blessing of throats today, out of curiosity?
No, I don't think we did.
Okay, because I was going to say, I know that Friday was Saint... Hold on.
Oh, St. Blaise, yeah.
Yeah, St. Blaise, thank you. Yeah, I was going to say. So, for my parish, at least, they were all, all of them were... Every Mass had blessing of throats, so...
Like, was it just on the altar, or where he sits, he just blessed everybody, or did people go up in a line and he just blessed your throat?
People went up in a line. He kind of... I'm not sure, we'd have to ask James this, but he also made it so other people could do that, like lay people. So I think that since he did that, it should be okay. Oh, here we go. Here's an optional sub-boss, or an optional boss, by the way. This is a boss that pops up 3 times in the game, each time getting stronger. His first form, if you honestly have light-based attacks, he's pathetically easy, as you can just see. He only has 9,000 health, we just did 1,000 damage there, so...
Yeah. But again, it also helps you're not using wooden swords anymore.
Yes, it does. Although, for his second form, even though we're not using wooden swords, he takes a significant increase. I was going to say, to be fair, the other problem with his second form is I decided to take him on about 10 levels earlier than I should have, so... This one I'm over-leveled, the next one I'm under-leveled, so...
Oh, do you fight 3 forms of them?
Yeah, at various points in the game. Not one after another.
Oh, I got you.
Because I was going to say, if they did it one after another, not very many people would be able to do the third form, I think. Yeah, I was going to say, he's almost dead as is. To be fair, Lloyd's almost dead. Not anymore.
Oh, yeah.
That's the nice thing. See, Rain is honestly a good character later, after she gets her spells. So
yeah, you just gotta go through the trouble of power leveling them.
Mm-hmm. And I think we have a cutscene next. And I throw that immediately out, by the way. I think we find out that was a demon.
I mean, on anything that looks like that, I think it would be a demon.
That's true. That's a good point. But
Even
yeah,
have a horn too. Wow.
yeah,
I never understand stuff like that. It's, all this stuff happens. Like what? The afterlife? That's just a fairy tale.
yeah. People do it in real life too, though. So I guess it's technically realistic.
Like in Uncharted 2. I mean, in the Uncharted series,
Mm-hmm.
they fed all this supernatural stuff, and then we get to the third one, and Sully's like, "Nah, man, Arama the Pillars wasn't destroyed because it was the wrath of God. It was something else." But to me, I was like, "You're so easy to rule that part out." But you've been fighting. What is it, like mutated Yeti men in Nepal?
There was a lot
Or
of stuff, wasn't there? I mean, yeah, it's like,
like
can you tell?
reanimated zombie corpses of zombies in the first one, but suddenly the idea of God's wrath is like, nah, man.
Yeah. It's That's why, that's why I think everybody refers to Uncharted and Nathan Drake as the shitty Indiana Jones, because it's like, Indiana Jones obviously wasn't exactly the greatest all the time with keeping the relics preserved, but he did better than Nathan Drake. And the other part is, it's like Indiana Jones was like, all right, I've seen God's wrath, maybe I should actually believe in it.
Yeah.
I suppose he didn't actually hear it. I heard God's wrath. Because that's the
And then
whole...
they opened their eyes and they saw the bodies and the
Yeah.
melted faces, I'm sure they were like, yeah.
Yeah, that is a good point too. So it's like,
Not to mention the Holy Grail and all that actually existing.
and bringing his dad back from the dead. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is also true. So, I mean, we're overanalyzing this a little bit, aren't we?
I don't know.
Fun.
I feel like
It's fun.
everything after 3 was kind of like
Yeah.
2 was good, 1 was good, but then 3, instead of taking the weird supernatural part of it, like no, it's a chemical that makes people go nuts, like acid.
Oh, we're talking about Uncharted, not Indiana Jones now, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
And, I mean, third one, first and third were good in Indiana Jones' sake.
Yeah, 2 wasn't awful. I mean, at the very least,
It wasn't.
I was
It
gonna say,
wasn't terrible. I guess it was the weakest. Actually, the worst would be, I guess, 4.
what fourth one? There was no sequel. What are you talking about? It's only a trilogy.
Oh yeah, I must be thinking of Spielberg and Lucas stuff then.
There was no sequel. If we don't acknowledge it, it's not true. Oh, John. At least we're talking about Noish again. I mean, we were just talking about how we haven't seen Noish in a while, and now at least we're talking about it.
He's riding anymore.
Oh, John. Noish really doesn't get much attention, though, I'll admit that. I apologize for my son, by the way. He's a good guy, but he likes to be as fussy as possible 24/7. So, on the bright side, I don't have my better microphone yet, so it's not as good at picking him up, so... Yay? Question mark?
Yeah, it's not HD.
Yeah, it's like, my voice sounds like garbage, but at least it doesn't pick him up as well, so...
I wager yours sounds a lot better than mine. I'm using the same Rock Band mic I've had for like 10 years.
Nice.
8 or 9, 10 years.
See, that's the weird thing. Like, mine sounds really good in Discord, and like when I'm recording through this, but like when I'm recording my own stuff, it doesn't sound as good, so I'm not sure what I'm doing differently.
It's strange. I don't know if it's the latency or something, but because I think on Skype once, I think we ended up having a chain of putting calls on hold and then answering them and hanging them up and going back, and somehow we got this crystal clear quality. And we don't know how we got it.
Yeah, I don't get, I don't get it, I suppose. Don't get it. So did you hear that they're closing down Club Penguin?
Yeah, it's been around forever.
I was gonna say 12 years. Apparently they're bringing it back as Club Penguin Island, but I don't know. I'd never played Club Penguin, honestly.
I think most people really, nowadays at least, only played it just to say they got banned from it.
You might be... I never played. I was more of a RuneScape. Hold on. I'm gonna go check this out. I'm gonna see if I still have my RuneScape character. Give me a second. Because now I'm curious.
I know I started old school RuneScape with a friend, and we just went to the fields where everybody 1v1s each other, and we were just running around picking up people's stuff.
Well, I think everybody did that, but still,
You'd see these big groups of people fighting, and then just a wave of people in shirts and pants running around, picking everything up and running back to the border to sell it.
Mm-hmm. You have to download RuneScape now? What is this? What is this? What is this? I don't want to have to download RuneScape. I just wanted to play it. Oh wait, hold on. I found a way that you don't have. Wait. Oh, wait. Do I have to? What is this? What is this baloney? Sorry, I am. There's a cutscene going on at the moment, isn't there? Oh, basically just telling us, hey, you can't come in quite yet. Go find the stuff that you need to get in here, guys. So, you know.
No
That's
Oracle Stone. Oh, yeah. It needs an Oracle Stone.
Ha! You can still play RuneScape in your browser. Not compatible with Chrome or Edge.
Oh, so then I won't play it at all then, because I only use Chrome.
I only use Firefox, so I was going to say for me, it's like, alright, just gonna... You have to press the Activate Java button. Nice. Why am I even doing this? Can I check my character out? I mean... Man, I should not be distracted by this, should I? But I'm totally being distracted by it. Yeah. Apparently I have played 9 days of RuneScape, and I am combat level 59, so... I played a little bit.
Yeah, I think I played just a bit. Just me and my friend went around picking stuff up, and I think we said we'll store our gold and come back eventually. And I think it's been like a year.
It's not an awful game, it's really beginner.
Yeah, there's a lot of grinding.
Yeah. I mean, I did pay for a month of subscriptions, so that's probably why I have such a high character. And then it's like, that was back when I didn't really have much money, so it's like, alright, I'll try it for a month and that'll be about it.
I've been meaning to go back and play Lord of the Rings online, because I think I actually spent money to get the expansions, but I haven't touched that.
It's a unicorn! I played that a little bit. I don't know if I played more than like 3 hours of it.
I could check Steam, see how long I've put in it. Actually, probably have more time than it says because I played it prior to putting it through the browser.
Yeah.
Actually, wait, I got 182 hours in it somehow.
Oh yeah, no, I've been a part of the.
How the heck did I played that almost as much as I've played Oblivion, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see. There's no way we'll be able to do that. Basically, we have to have a summoner to get to the unicorn that's under the water for some. Why is the unicorn underwater? Actually, is that ever explained?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
I'm not sure. I would assume that it would be dead if it's been sitting underwater.
Technically, there was an aura of air around, a pocket of air around it, so. I can't. Yeah.
I suppose so, but even then, I think the air would run out of.
I'm already.
I guess if it's a unicorn, I could just keep making that pocket of air and be like, "Sup? I can't free myself, but at least I will die a slow, horrible, painful death."
That was the fate of one of the villains in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 2.
Yeah,
I think one of the villains got frozen.
SARS.
One of them, I don't want to spoil it, but one of them, I think, got thrown into space, or some villain did, and they were just,
guys,
they weren't dead
We're spoiling
or
it.
alive.
Yeah, he just got frozen, so then he couldn't move anymore.
Yep, it just floated through space for all of eternity until he stops thinking, I guess.
I mean, technically, since his body can't be destroyed now, if he got to another planet, he should be okay.
Yeah, he'll just burn up in the atmosphere or something.
I don't know if he would, because I mean, he was able to live through magma.
Oh yeah, yeah, because I wonder if they need to breathe air. Oh wait, they don't. That's why he's still alive.
Yeah, that's
Oh
a good
yeah,
point.
because they're like immortal in a way, so they he's
Yeah.
just stuck
I
forever.
was gonna say he might lose. He might technically die though when he does enter the atmosphere because he might have lost all his brain cells, so he may not know how to do that anymore.
Yeah, I suppose I guess as the more and more brain cells you lose, the more body functions start to shut down.
Yeah.
I clicked on a compilation.
So unless he just decided to sleep the entire time, which I mean, he's frozen, so I mean, he's probably tired the entire time. Oh, ha, ha. Kind of old to be my brother. We'll get into that later.
Oh, boy.
As I said, there's subtle hints if you get all that. That's an extra cutscene. You don't technically have to get that cutscene. If you rejected Kratos, if you didn't see Kratos's training in I can't remember Palmacosta. That's what it is. You wouldn't get that cutscene. So, and there's 5 training sequences with Kratos, so you would potentially be missing out on 5 things that flesh out the game a little bit.
Yeah, but the extra plot's nice, I suppose.
Yeah. So it's kind of, I didn't notice this until now. It's kind of weird that they have those cloaks in the back of the, like, you know, the background, the red one, the yellow one, and the blue one. But those are like later, not like late game, mid game cloaks, I would say. So, just kind of funny to see them here, I guess.
I guess like a bit of foreshadowing.
Yeah, I can see that. I was gonna say they have most of the shit. I think I'm just going around and trying to craft stuff and then buying stuff and then going back and forth between the two. Then I'm just pissing them off the entire time. So
That was a there's a group I absolutely loved on YouTube called Door Monster, and one of the skits was 2 merchants are talking to each other, and they mentioned that they're poor, they have no money because they have all of these spoons and pots and cups and stuff because a random adventurer came by and convinced them to just buy all of it, so they have no gold.
I think I remember that one. I did want to make a quick note, as people may have noticed. It's a little bit more shrunk now. I started putting videos through Handbrake after this point just because I think it makes the game look a little bit nicer. I'm not sure if that's true or not. It looked nicer to me, like, for when there's dialogue on the screen, so...
Yeah.
I'm trying, like, I can read world map now, so that's a positive, right?
Yeah, it's not as blurry.
Yeah, so I mean, it's a little bit more shrunk, but it's not quite as blurry, so you're welcome. Yeah, that's about it. So I was gonna say,
go ahead.
I know you didn't see it, but you know there was the Lady Gaga halftime show, so. Oh yeah, you can definitely read that dialogue better now, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah, I mean, it was pretty tame for Lady Gaga, honestly. It's like, I can't say I always agree with her antics or a lot of the stuff she does, but she was fairly tame. So
I suppose it's because it's a national audience, so many people are watching, so she wouldn't want to do anything that would give her bad publicity, even if that bad publicity is good.
That's true, because I was going to say there was the, what was it, Britney Spears and Madonna thing? Like, what was it? Is that 15 years old now?
I know that Britney and Aerosmith was 2001.
I'm thinking the Britney and Madonna making out thing. It's like, nobody needed that.
Oh my gosh, that happened?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Hold on. That did happen, right? Yeah, my wife says it. Oh, Christina Aguilera? I thought it was Madonna.
It was Madonna too.
Wait, you stay need to hear it.
I mean, I was gonna say, apparently, Madonna, Britney Spears, and Christina Aguilera, all 3 kissed, so, you know.
I mean, that is like, I don't know, you really wanted to get attention with that.
Yeah, pretty much. 'Cause, I mean, I'm surprised you never heard about that. It was 2003, by the way, so it has been almost 15 years.
I guess because I was younger, I just didn't pay attention to it.
Yeah.
I guess because the only question I would have is, hey, who won? Oh, okay, that.
Oh, it was something like.
Don't forget about Janet Jackson.
Yeah, that wasn't the Super Bowl.
That actually,
And
I didn't watch, but I remember that being on the news constantly
Yeah.
for like days after.
Yeah. And that one was the Super Bowl. I was going to say the one I was talking about wasn't the Super Bowl. It was MTV or something.
Yeah, that makes sense.
From what
Even
I-
then, that was an accident.
Yeah, from what I understand, or not Madonna, Britney Spears is trying to clean up her life now and live a better life. So, Madonna, on the other hand, well, we were talking about her one video or 2 videos ago, I think, about how she
Yeah.
would go bomb President Trump.
Yeah, exactly.
She said she was gonna blow up the White House,
Yeah, so
or
it's
she had thought about it, or something like that.
right, and it's like, that's something that needs to be said. Madonna, way to go. You kind of obviously happen to be a little bit, oh hey, enemies we haven't seen before. You happen to be a little bit unique, Madonna, to put it nicely.
Yeah, that I think we mentioned the March for Life, but then we stopped for a bit because the ton of plot came up.
I think we mentioned all of it, because...
Did I mention that I was did I mention the Franciscans that were singing?
I was gonna say, you may not have mentioned that. Go ahead. I mean, it's...
I think I mentioned that I went, and then the guy saying, Madonna's house and all that, but I don't know if I mentioned.
I think you're right. I think you're right. Yeah, go ahead.
I mean, there's not much other than when we finished it. Another thing, I don't think I told you was the music that it was weird. Like, we're walking up to the Washington Monument where the initial rally is happening, and I'm hearing rave music.
What,
Like-
from which side, I guess? Was that from the pro-life side or the pro-choice
No.
side?
I didn't even see. I only saw one pro-choice protester, and some other, like, militant LGBT, I guess, protester. But that's about it. Other than that, I didn't even see any counter protesting. So from the pro-life camp, I was hearing rave music from whoever they got to DJ.
Alright, I mean...
It's just strange. I was like, it's my first time at a rally here, and it's the first thing I'm hearing.
I was gonna say, I mean, I guess it's a little out of place, but it's like, whatever worked.
Yeah.
The writing on the wall tells you how to do the puzzles. I did not make any notes, so eventually I just decided to go, oh hey, I have a phone. Let's just go ahead and pull this up now.
So you do that. There's this. I think there's a puzzle in Skyrim. Puzzles in Skyrim are so easy, except for like 1 or 2, which are just really, I don't know, mind-boggling. And I
Are you
always
ta-
just look them up out of spite.
Are you talking about the claw ones? I mean, the claw ones now. I mean, the first time
Claws are so easy. You look at them and then
once
plug them in.
once you know you're supposed to look at them.
Yeah. That actually, yeah, I understand that. I think if someone had played it at first, they're like, what am I supposed to do? Unless they turned it upside down and said, oh, it's marked on there.
I was gonna say, I didn't even realize that you could look at it the first time. So it's like, all right, how do I figure this out?
There's a radio go.
So
Radio go.
you know.
A lot of.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we, I think after the rally, we met marching, and I think for like an hour, 2 hours, however long we marched, we were just, me and the Franciscans were just, I think we started singing hymns.
Mhm.
So we sang a lot of Marian ones, and I think we ran out of content, so we just started singing Christmas songs.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. I was gonna say it's technically a little bit after,
Yeah.
after Christmas, but I mean it's not like it was.
It was
crazy.
before the Feast of the Presentation, so it was kinda in season.
I thought it was
kinda.
after the Feast of the Presentation.
No, it was I think it was like a week or a couple days prior.
When was the Feast of the Presentation? It just happened, didn't it?
I think it was on the 2nd. If the 2nd was, because that's also World Consecrated Life Day.
Okay,
I believe that was on the 2nd.
I can't remember, but yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, the Patriots are catching up. I'm sorry, my wife doesn't care about the actual Super Bowl. She just has it on for the ads. It's 12.
I hope the Patriots lose.
Everybody hopes the Patriots lose. It's 12-28 at the moment, and it's the fourth quarter with 9 minutes. So
Oh man. Well, some people have been saying it's only before they start deflating balls.
oh, I forgot about Deflategate.
Deflate gate.
I completely forgot about that actually, because I it's not baseball, so I don't care.
I'm pretty sure the one year when my home team, the Eagles, got into the Super Bowl, there was a cheating scandal.
I don't pay attention.
I can't remember because I don't follow it, just like you don't.
Yeah, I know the Pope said something about it today, but I haven't actually checked what the Pope said about it yet.
It didn't say much other than, sports brings us together. It teaches us how to follow the rules. Let this be a sign of peace. Get along with each other. basically that.
Okay, yeah, because I hadn't read it yet. I mean, I don't mind the Pope saying that, but it's like, I don't know.
I guess it seems out there.
Yeah. So I was gonna say, obviously there's nothing wrong with it. As you say, it just seems a little bit somewhere out there. Sorry, I haven't seen American Tail in a while, and that made me think of an American Tail.
Yeah.
With Fievel Mouskowitz. Yeah.
What were they? Were they Jewish?
They were at least Was Fievel Jewish?
I
Was
think they came from
Fievel
Russia.
Jewish? He was definitely.
That may have been an allegory for Jews fleeing. I think it was Tsarist Russia.
Russian Jewish family of mice. Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense because that was the time of the pogroms. I'm pretty sure.
I think you're right. Oh, hi. See, Noise just pops up wherever. You know.
Wherever he wants.
It's just like Noise.
Yeah, like
He's a
I
Pokemon.
definitely-
He's Pikachu. He pops out of his Pokeball when he
definitely
wants.
try and put it together.
By the way, Sheena's following us in, so you know what that means.
Try to use what's in Cubase, or if I use, I can
We'll have to fight her eventually, by the way. That's what that means.
get down.
Like, I think I tried to solve this puzzle the first time, and then I didn't get it. So,
Yeah.
and there's two ways to reset this. I didn't want to have to deal with the enemies, so just checking the door does it too. So, you know.
It's a bit
There
of
was
an odd
theme
puzzle.
parks? Huh. That's weird. Sorry, I am looking up an American Tail now to see how many American Tail movies there were.
I think there were like 3 or 4.
Yeah, there's 4. Which I didn't even know about. I knew about the Treasure of Manhattan Island, but I didn't know about the Mystery of the Night Monster. So, apparently there was
Probably all direct to DVD or direct to video.
after Fievel Goes West. There was one sequel that was not direct to yeah. Apparently there was an American Tail video games. I'm curious how those played. Like there
Probably
was one,
like regular licensed games at the time.
it's possible. There was one that came out after the last movie, so that's why it's, you know, I guess so strange.
Yeah. There's just sometimes you say, "Wow, that's a video game."
Yeah. Okay, I'm getting. Oh, I forgot Dom DeLuise was in. That's right. He was in pretty much all of his. I can't remember that guy's name. This is where I'm trying to just look it up and say I don't care anymore. Because I think that's already happened. Because I was going to say we got 2 extra items by solving additional puzzles, so now we actually. Yeah, that time you actually have. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's okay.
So, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time, and God bless.